Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Emotional Anatomy community. I have a very special guest here with me today, my mother. Her name is Vicki Alsop. Thank you for being with us today. I love Zoom because I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah in the US, and my mom's in Montana, and we can meet online and I get to share her with you today. So I thought it would be lovely to have her come and share some of her techniques that she does and that she teaches to her clients about getting the body prepared for the day, also helping the body calm down when the day happens, not like we expect. She has some really amazing tools to share today. So I'll leave it to you.
Oh, hi, Christy. Um, this is something that I do every day. When I go in the bathroom and I see that lady staring back, I have to laugh because I keep thinking I'd like my red hair back. And I say, good morning. And the first thing I do is tap my thymus, excuse me, because it gives me life energy. And when I tap it, I say, I have faith, I have trust, I have gratitude, I have courage. I do this 3 times. I have faith, I have trust, I have gratitude, I have courage. I have faith, I have trust, I have gratitude, I have courage, because that opens up everything in the body. And then I'm going to stand for this because I like to turn the body on. The K27s are really important. So you find your collarbone up here and you reach down about 2 inches and you're going to feel kind of a dent in the body. And so you work that really good with your fingers just for about 25 seconds. And some people find that quite tender. Then you reach over and you do the other one. You always cross over, never go like this because it will shut the energy force down. And breathe. So there's 4 things that I do. Now I find my rib cage and I go up under the rib cage and I kind of soften the fascia there because that's where we hide our emotions. And that's where the issues are in the tissues lots of times. So I like to get up under there and soften that. So here's the sternum, and you're going just on the left side of the sternum, and you reach deep in there as if you're going to go to the spine. And you bend over to a 45-degree and you take a deep breath. And when you exhale, you're going to go up and be pushing in and pushing that stomach down. So let's do it. Take a deep breath, bend over to 45 degrees, go in there deep. And as you come up, you're exhaling. And you want to do this 3 times because our stomach can actually pop up behind our heart. And a lot of people go to the hospitals thinking they're having heart attacks and they can't find anything wrong. That stomach gets popped up because of stress, our way of thinking, negative thoughts, lots of times, anxiousness. So I love pulling my stomach down. Sometimes I have to do that more than once a day. Then I go to the right side of the body, right down here where the pubic bone and the hip bone meet. And right there below the appendix, you go in there and you work that really good with about 4 fingers for about 25 seconds and then kind of pop out. And there's a little tiny valve at the end of the small intestines that dumps into the large intestine. And if that's out or in too much, it can cause all that toxic fluid to come back up and toxify the body. And so by working that valve, it opens that up so all that stuff can go up through the ascending colon and your body gets rid of it. And on the other side, from the ileocecal valve is what we call the Houston valve. And if you ever look under the sink and see that pipe go like that, well, that's the Houston valve in the body. And so you go in there and go up and down with this one. It's like an old washboard. You go up and down on it. And what that does is open up that Houston valve so that there aren't any blockages, and then you can expel whatever you need to expel. I love that exercise, and sometimes I do that more than once a day. And then because of my age, I love to do this where you're just working on the ends of the fingers and breathing, because this helps our memory. And I try to do this and count to 200 when I'm doing this. You got to do it 100 to 200 times. And I've been trying to make it a habit to do it at least twice a week, because I feel like I need that because of my memory. And you will feel the energy in those fingertips, and you'll feel it come up the arm. Another thing you can do, I like to do this, is tap my body, and I like to say, good morning, because tapping just makes you feel so good. And there's even facial yoga experts are saying, if you tap your face, it will tighten and tone the face. But the thing I like about it is it will make your face nice and rosy just by tapping anywhere. This is a good exercise. Put your knuckles behind your neck and stand on your feet and drop down. Stand on your feet and drop down. Stand on your feet and drop down. That helps to put the neck in and helps to activate the brain. Also, if you're finding trouble pulling your stomach down, just by standing up on your pads and dropping down, they say, well, drop the stomach, help the stomach to fall down. I haven't found that that works for me, but some people have. Another thing that the kids love is what we call open up heaven and earth. And so we go into the prayer stance. So our feet are shoulder width apart, and we're going to move heaven and earth. So this hand is up, this hand is down. And you just go nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. So if you feel stressed or heavy, or you just feel like everything's coming in on you, when you do this heaven and earth, it just, you got room to move around in. And then I believe my most precious one I do is a thymus thumb. And when I tap my thymus, I say, I have faith, I have trust, I have gratitude, I have courage. I have faith, I have trust, I have gratitude, I have courage. I have faith, I have trust, I have gratitude, I have courage. You can do this slow and breathe in between each one. Sometimes I'm in a hurry, so I do it all at once. But what that does is I imagine a breaker box right here. And when you tap your thymus, it turns on all these breakers. It turns on all the meridians, and you can feel the energy around your body. You can actually feel it. And I like to tap on my pineal gland. The pineal gland is right at the crown. Looks like a little tiny leaf popping up out of the dirt and growing. I love to, excuse me, tap on that. And also the pituitary gland, which is right there where the third eye is, to tap this and then clean off the windshield. We call this the window to the soul. And just by opening that third eye 3 times, that's all you need. It's like, wow, I can see the earth. I can see everything. It's wonderful. And the fingers, lots of times, just to pull energy off. I teach, lots of times people come in and they have so much stagnant energy on them. And so I'll go up to them and I'll just clean them off like this. And this is something you can do to yourself. Woo! And as you do it, you can feel that. and it feels so good. It's almost like taking a shower. You just can feel that stagnant energy go off. And I usually do that to myself before I do my clients, or I will clean them off. And they'll say, "What are you doing?" And I says, "Well, do you feel anything?" Yeah. So it's fun to show them how they can take care of themselves. There's so many different exercises that we can do, but to me, those are the most important ones. I love doing them. I also love the one where you hold your hands up above and you go up on your toes. And if you can do that 25 times, older people have a hard time with that because of their balance. And I'll have to tell you, I almost fell over the first few times I did this. Now that I'm used to doing it, I don't sway and lose my balance. And it makes me feel taller. And you can do this as often as you want. But what it does, honey, is it balances everything.
Mm.
And so you can, and dancing. Oh, this is fun. Just to let go. Milton Traeger used to teach this. He didn't start his business till he was 76 years old. And he says, you just let go. And we see kids dance like this. So my legs are shaking, my arms, everything. Just let all that stress go. Just take it off, take it off. And this just exercises everything in the body. And another one is to go like this. And
it's a great
as
one.
This is so, I'm sure everybody knows how to do this, because if you hit your kidneys and your adrenal glands, what you're doing is turning them on. And you can do this, and then when you're all done, oh my gosh, look at that. Somebody's hugging me. Hug yourself and love who you are and love the energy God give us. We don't have to get old.
Thank you so much. You're such a good example of that, Mom.
I live it. I love it, because if I didn't, I'd be sitting on the couch. But I love scrubbing my floors on my hands and feet, because you can do the cross crawl when you do that, and that balances out the body.
It does. I love that. We're probably going to steal you away again to do some more of these exercises, because I know they're so valuable and they're going to help a lot of people. Thank you for doing that with us today.
I hope they do them. They're fun.
Well, it's what's kept you young at 80 years old. You look amazing and you're healthy and you're strong. So I would encourage, no matter how old anyone is watching this, to practice those. A lot of those exercises have been around for a long time, and they do wake up the body. So thank you so much, Mom.
You're so welcome. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you.